LoveLine, 1 minute warning. Sex, drugs, disease, and addiction served up fresh in 50 seconds. Adam's occasional humor and Drew's plethora of knowledge unleashed in 40 seconds. The world's dumbest callers can be heard coast to coast in 30 seconds. And life gets just a little bit better in only 20 seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
LoveLine.
Yes, indeed, it is LoveLine. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam Carolla will be here momentarily. Engineer Anderson, you look like Bono there. He's sitting here under a hood. He's sick. He's got a fever. I know, I heard. He's going to get on the mic here. And I'll be in the college chat room at drdrew.com. If people have any trouble getting here on the phone line, it's 1-800-LOVE-191. Again, if you have trouble getting through on that line, you can always come through at drdrew.com. The college chat room, I'll be watching the screen. I won't be chatting because I'll be doing the show, but if you have questions, you can certainly put them up there, and I'll keep an eye out for them. Eve 6 is our guest tomorrow night. No guest tonight. Eve 6 apparently will be debuting their new CD tomorrow on the show. Later on, Stroke 9. There's the best of LoveLine coming up. That's good. That means we got a night off. Not bad. But without Adam here, I'll say no more and get right to the phone lines. This is Candy. Candy's 20. What's going on, Candy?
Me and my fiance, we'll see, when I was conceived, my mom was on the pill, and we want to know if I'll be affected the same way.
You mean if the pill won't work with you?
Right.
Well, I bet your mom just didn't use the pill properly. She, you know what I mean? She either took a medication with it, or she wasn't, exactly 100% on her taking it at the same time every day, that sort of thing.
Well, because we asked her about it, and she said that she was consistently with it for 3 years before, but then it just popped up.
Yeah, it happens. There's such a thing. But again, if you really examine these things, it usually is a function of something else coming to bear, like an antibiotic or something you don't really think about. Pills are very, very effective, and I don't know of any reason that there would be sort of a familial predilection for it not working. I think you can expect it to work if you take it properly. Okay.
All right.
Don't scare me like that, Anderson. Jeez. This now is Josh, 16. Josh.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, about 3 months ago, I was in a car crash with my friends, and I was in the middle seat in the back, and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Ah.
And, I hit my crotch on, a hard seat, and I got, whiplash and stuff. And, ever since then, I can't get a boner.
You hit your nuts?
Hit my...
That's why I was just showing us the anatomic term, guys. You hit your testicles?
Yeah.
You did?
They swelled up, and now I can't even get a boner.
How long ago did this happen?
3.5 months ago.
Did you have a doctor look at this?
Yeah.
And what'd they say?
They said, it'll go away.
Did they
not to worry about it?
Did you see a urologist?
No, I just seen a regular doctor.
I would worry about it, I'll tell you what. You're having a functional problem. They swelled up. You can get injuries that are not always that apparent. I tell you what, when I have people get those injuries with a direct hit on the testes where they swell, I usually have them get an ultrasound to make sure there's not been some problem with the blood supply, make sure they haven't fractured or really been significantly injured in some way. You really can't tell just by looking at them, I'm afraid to say. Page 22, Page.
Hey, what's up, Dr. Drew?
Not much. I wonder where my partner is.
Yeah, I do too. I had some suggestions for him.
Like what?
Well, you know how he always does that thing where he's like, wouldn't it be great if they brought back this and that on TV? I have some suggestions.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll run them down for you.
I wanted to run it by him because...
Well, come on. I come up with these with him, believe it or not, those particular things.
I don't believe it.
No, seriously, the quicksand, all that kind of stuff. I watch a lot of TV in the 60s.
The quicksand was yours?
I don't remember if that one was mine, but stuff like that. I came up with a few of them. So go ahead. What's yours?
All right, I'll run. I got 3 of them.
All right.
I'll give you my worst 2 first, and
All right.
I'll finish up with the grand finale.
All right.
First one is the bad haircut. You know, like one of the kids, like Greg Brady.
Brady Bunch. All right, bad haircut. All right, got it. Bad haircut.
Bad haircut.
Yeah, hair was a big theme in the 70s.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, all right.
A lot to go wrong with.
Yeah, exactly.
The second was a skiing accident.
Skiing accident?
Yeah.
Right. No. The person with the huge cast, the leg up in the lodge.
Right.
All right, got it.
Right, with
Right.
like the lodge bunny.
Yeah. All right, good one.
My grand finale is the 2 dates during one night.
Where they're running back, the Flintstones.
Right.
Where he's got a bowl and could take his wife out to a fancy restaurant.
Well, I was thinking like, one guy having 2 different dates with 2 different girls.
Okay.
But, yeah, the Flintstone reference works too.
All right. See, I come up with these things too. All right, Paige, is that what you called about?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. I had a kind of just a trivial question. I had heard that if you put cocaine
All
on
right,
your
sit
penis...
down. Hang on a second. Hold on a second. Sit down. Sit down.
I can't sit here.
Yeah, you can. You look like you came off. You just been a mafia hit or something? Where you been?
I was doing a little PI.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Over at the Playboy Mansion, They ran a little long. I got to apologize.
Did it rain or anything? They were concerned about that last night.
No, it was beautiful. Everything was great. Fantabulous.
All right.
All right.
So here you are.
I can't stand that show.
We like that show.
Really?
Yeah, the Playboy thing for me was like not good.
They were working some of the kinks out, but it was good tonight.
For me, it was show one.
Does
episode.
that guy ever really seriously make anybody laugh, or are there like a little electronic stimuli under their seats or
No,
something?
they do.
It is true. There is electronic
Yeah, there's
stimuli
that, of
under
course.
the seat.
There's that at the Man Show too, though. Be fair.
Every Hollywood taping, there's electronic stimuli under the seat. But Bill's a funny guy.
All right.
All right.
No, it's we like TV where people just sit down and talk, and PI is that. I think my favorite TV show to do anyway is The View.
God bless you, Drew.
Yeah.
You're
mine too.
Growing a vagina as we speak.
I am. Well, as we talked about last night, if I get old enough, it'll finally happen.
That's right. What's Paige?
Paige had a couple of 60s, 70s TV references for you.
Uh-huh.
Things that should be brought back into the modern television lexicon. The bad haircut. It ruins you. The Greg Brady gets hair was such a thing. There was such energy about hair. That,
Oh, you mean an episode based on getting a bad haircut?
The
All right. I'll go with that.
The giant full leg cast up in a skiing lodge.
Right.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sitting, drinking coffee. And it's a positive thing. It's a good thing because you're going to meet somebody that way.
The giant cast.
Yeah, the big cast.
Yeah, it only happens skiing.
Yeah.
And it's before the big dance or the big game.
Exactly.
And then 2 dates in one night, with the paradigm being Fred Flintstone having to go bowling and take Wilma out to the fancy restaurant.
Right. It's trying to get 2 things done simultaneously.
And running back and forth. And neither could important that neither know about the other.
Yeah, but not only same date, same night, same restaurant. You've got to run back and forth from the table. It's like, excuse me, I got to make a phone call. Then you run over and sit down, and the maitre d' comes by and gives you a weird look because you're just at the other table, and you order, and then you say you have to use the bathroom, and then you run back.
Right.
Yes, it has to be at the same restaurant.
Well, the important thing is that 2 independent things going on that mustn't know about each other.
Right.
Yeah. So
eventually they find out.
Yeah.
We just couldn't be open with one another.
Very good, Paige.
All right. My question. I had heard that if you put cocaine on the tip of your penis, you can have some great sex, and if you do it just right, you're.
Do you think Paige is having much sex?
Put it on. I'll snort it with my penis. I'll just draw a big long line. I'll put my penis down and.
Then later pick up a few peanuts, toss them up in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
If you're snorting with
I'll give
your
myself a bath with my penis. I'll wash the car later with my penis. Just put it in the bucket. All right. Paige, I have heard it numbs it, and if it numbs it, then maybe you don't have an orgasm as quickly, but it seems like a kind of expensive way to go.
I have heard of this. I've never actually spoken to somebody who's done it.
But Coke originally was produced as a numbing agent, a topical numbing agent.
But numbing your penis doesn't necessarily prevent it from unloading.
You'd be better off just doing the blow, and that way you probably wouldn't be able to have an orgasm in a couple hours.
I wouldn't say you'd be better off, but that would probably be a more effective way of suppressing an orgasm. I agree with you.
Yes, cheaper.
All right. Thanks, Paige.
Hey, no problem. Take care, guys.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
Drew, you ready to go for the switch here?
No, I like this.
I don't feel funny in your chair.
Too bad.
It's fine. Okay.
Come on.
Jesus
Let me sit here. This
Christ.
is very comfortable for me.
All right.
John, 19.
Yes.
Yeah, John, what's going on?
When I have intercourse, my girlfriend screams, and I don't know why.
Uh-huh. Is she dry?
A little bit.
Is she screaming in pain?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an exceptionally wide penis?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
Oh.
Use some lubrication. Take it nice and slow.
What is it you're asking?
He's just blowing his horn. Hang up on him, Drew.
Okay.
He's just blowing his horn. He has extremely wide penis, and he does damage to his girlfriend's parts when he has
sounded
intercourse.
Also, like he didn't understand why a woman would make noise during sex.
Well, listen. Here's the thing about the ladies. You got to juice them up a little bit before you get to business. And I don't mean with the booze. I mean you got to get the juices flowing with the foreplay.
Yeah.
You know, you do that, get them going, put a little lube on, and then you go to town.
Janie, 16.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much. I lost my virginity earlier today,
Oh.
and the condom fell off.
Oh, boy.
And the guy, but see, I was wondering because it was 2 days after my menstrual cycle.
It doesn't matter. Here's what you must do. You must get the morning after pill. Unless you are hell-bent on getting pregnant, get that morning after pill. Okay, Janie?
Okay.
Do you understand what that is?
Yeah. Don't you need, like, a parent's signature or something?
Not to my knowledge. Depending what state you're in, but go to Planned Parenthood. They should be able to give you that without any difficulty. You can also call 1-888-NOT, N-O-T, number 2, late, L-A-T-E, 1-888-NOT-TOO-LATE, and they can usually refer you to somebody who can get the pill for you.
Did it just slide off?
Yeah, it just, slid off. And the thing is, he didn't, ejaculate, and he put it in, once, and then he realized it was off.
Huh.
And so, we freaked out and did something really stupid. We bought spermicide and put it in after.
Fantastic. It must have been a lovely deflowering you had there.
I know.
Something your grandchildren will cherish.
I know.
So he never had an orgasm.
No.
Yeah. Hey, Drew, I know technically we're supposed to tell people to do this stuff.
The morning after pill.
Yeah, but he, 2 days after the period, he never has an orgasm. He puts it in, the thing slides off.
I was using the rhythm method too, and they said that it was safe, after your period for 3 days.
I thought you were a virgin though.
Yeah.
So the first time out.
My period.
She had it all mapped out.
Yeah. Well, listen, it should be because most women ovulate 15 days or something.
18 in there, but it's not 100%. I still think, but he didn't ejaculate in you, right?
No.
All right. So it's probably not that big a deal. If I were you, I would still do this. I would suggest you take the morning after pill. But
I would look into getting it just to have it anyway for the next time.
Yeah.
All right, Janie?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you. Enjoy. That was a great time out. Oh,
what?
Losing your virginity, you know what I mean? It's so bizarre, so awkward, so painful, so humiliating. The condom comes sliding off. I bet the condom slid off because he was having a little trouble with his erectile function.
Yeah, which is a very common thing first time.
Then it's let's grab some spermicide and ram it up you and see if we can't kill whatever I may have dripped in you. I mean, talk about uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right, Tony.
Yeah.
You're 20. What's up?
The other night, I had a girl over at my house. Everything was on. We were getting it on my couch. We came upstairs to my room, and I wasn't able to. I didn't get erect.
We couldn't spit it out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to.
It was like that episode where Fonzie had to say he was wrong. He was like, I was. He just couldn't say it. I can't remember if it was sorry or wrong or maybe both. But the point is Tony's like, yeah, I was with the lady. We went upstairs, and I couldn't. I mean, what it is my penis went.
Get a beep, 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 beep.
All right, so you had a little difficulty. Is this the first time this has happened?
No, this is actually my second time. But the first time, I was at some girl's grandma's house. But the situation was really bad. It was really late at night. Her grandma was in the front room, and her
All right, so you were anxious that time.
But
it was a bad situation. I wasn't able to perform on that one either.
You've had sex a number of times.
about twice.
Oh, okay. So
and both times it didn't work?
No, once after it worked after that one. It
I
worked
see.
twice after that. Like this one. I don't know if it was like the situation, like I came upstairs and they ruined the moment or something.
it's look, you need to sort of, what do you call that? Your break-in person?
yeah, is this the same girl every time?
No.
No. Okay, here's what you need to do, Tony. You need to find one girl that you like that you can kind of work things out with.
You
understand?
There's a key to that. You have to actually somebody you actually care about.
Yeah,
That's a stretch for you, Tony.
And you need to just sort of work it out, get comfortable. You know that first person, put him on hold, Drew. I don't want him chiming in. But there's that first person, there's the first person you have sex with, and then there's the first person you walk around naked with. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And it's not usually the same person. Yeah. We all have our little encounters, our little drunken this and that at the party or in the car. But then there's that one person. I don't know when that... What do you think the average...
Age for that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
19,
people...
20 probably.
Yeah, a lot of people have that first girlfriend at 15, 16, but that's not usually the break-in person unless they stay together for a number of years. But usually somewhere around 19 or 20, you meet somebody, you're a little bit older, you're a little bit more confident. You've had a couple of sexual encounters before this, nothing too meaningful, and you stay with this person for a little while and you work it out. You do all the positions, you walk around nude.
But the fact that you're able to do all those things is because your anxiety levels are down. And when the anxiety goes down, male function is much, much better.
Yeah, it's no different than a friend you know. It's no different. It's like, how's your anxiety level on the first date as opposed to someone you've been with for a couple of years and you go out to dinner and a movie?
Right.
Thank you.
How was PI, by the way? What did you talk about?
It was just nothing but sex. It was just pure debauchery.
Yeah. I left there feeling like I got to get back on that show and sort of do it meaningfully.
Steer it back away from Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Bill got caught up with Hef over there in the mansion. Here's what went on. Drew did it last night. I did it tonight. They're doing, because it's sweeps, I believe.
I'm sure that's
they're doing politically incorrect from the Playboy
Mansion. By the way,
Mansion.
they had it beautifully set up. Did you see the picture coming in and out? I mean, that was the big...
No, I didn't see the monitor.
Oh, it's beautiful the way they photographed it.
The Playboy Mansion is going to be the home of PI for the entire week. And they had beautifully lit, all outside, it's all by the pool. If anyone who's listening hasn't been to the Playboy Mansion, it is everything you've dreamt it would be.
And by the way, I imagined what that was going to be was like us around a table in the library or something. I had no idea they were going to have a big elaborate
It's
thing
outside by the pool and a bunch of sort of celebrities wandering in and out, and then just a whole bunch of good-looking extras, maybe 300. And it basically looked like a swinging cocktail party. And there's Bill Maher wearing a smoking jacket sitting on a velvet sofa right in front of the pool, and everyone's sort of gathered around a la Playboy After Dark, which is a show that Hef did in the 60s, probably out of Chicago, though I can't remember. And it was a good time. I saw a few celebrities, had a nice time. Jeff Bridges, the actor, who's was a pretty big name guy, like ran me down. He was like,
Wow.
"Hey, Adam!" He came
nice.
running up, wanted to do the show, and I'm sure I'll never do it.
He wants to do the man show?
No, he wants to do LoveLine.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, he'll never be here. But the point is he ran me down.
That's nice.
So talked to Howie Mandel, who's now bald.
No.
Oh yes,
What?
shaved head.
Why?
Because when you're a Jew and you live in the hills, you gotta keep your edge. So you gotta shave your head.
And we met his wife and some of his kids. They were really nice people.
Yeah, Howie Mandel's like the world's nicest guy.
Yeah.
And I was telling him about the time he told me that during his his boy's circumcision, they took the that's Drew's pager. They took the foreskin, they buried it out in the backyard, as some tradition would have it, and the dog dug it up and ate it.
Oh.
Remember that story?
That's right.
Yeah. So it was good, and we just finished I guess he taped like 2 or 3 shows a day. I did the last show. I finished the show and literally ran for my car and thought to myself, what the F am I doing? This is first off, Bill Maher and Hef are shutting the place down tonight, probably 4 in the morning. There's nothing but booze flowing. There's a jazz quartet. There's beautiful, busty extras wandering all over the place. And I thought, would you shut up? I thought I could easily spend another couple hours here putting a few back. And then hide in the dumbwaiter. That's my plan. Jump in the dumbwaiter, get caught in between floors, and just spend the rest of my life there like Bad Ronald, sneaking out at night, eating cheesecake, banging playmates who have had too much to drink and passed out, and then scurrying back to the dumbwaiter.
I actually felt very uncomfortable. It was not the right environment for me at all.
Well,
I played in that. They have they have you in a green room waiting. I played that Centipede video game for half an hour, and then went out there, did this thing, was uncomfortable, and left.
Yeah, well, they're working it out, and that's not your dig.
No,
that's not your scene.
That's not my scene.
I'm very much at home there.
That's your thing, dude.
All right, that's my bag. Should we take a break, or are you just going to sit there and obsess on the computer?
Yeah, I was watching the college chat room at drdrew.com. There's not too many people in there, and no one's asking any real significant questions in there.
Good.
So if you want stuff to be discussed on the show, you got to ask a question. And I'm not going to be chatting in that room. I'm just viewing it. I'm just watching your question.
Fine, you idiots. I have to pee.
All right.
All right. So when we come back, we'll speak to Scott.
No, we'll talk to Colleen.
Colleen. Yeah. Colleen is 19, picks at her arms and legs until she bleeds. Really? We want to come back to that?
Yeah.
All right.
Else do you want?
I got a whiz.
All right.
We'll call it good enough.
All right, bye.
Hey, push that button there, Drew.
We about to get funky, yo. Hit it.
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Commercials are more effective if you use real people. So on the line is Angie McPhee, a Geico auto insurance customer who saved over $300. This is not an actor we hired to play Angie McPhee. It's the Angie McPhee. So in your own words, tell us, are you Angie McPhee?
Yes.
There. Unmistakable proof that Geico customers are real and save money. In 15 minutes, you could save 15%. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
The biggest name in club music is back with 24 smash hits on 2 unforgettable CDs. It's the Best of Club Mix from K-Tel Cold Front with #1 dance hits by Tag Team, Christine W., Robin, LaBouche, Moby, and more. 2 CDs, 24 non-stop hits. The Best of Club Mix. Pick it up at Best Buy or at KTEL.com.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool, join the crowd, have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go, she's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't
don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to... Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yep, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Caroll. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew's board certified.
Hey, listen, I got to apologize to my wife, who got very angry with the fact that I was at the Playboy Mansion last night. She didn't know I was going there. For whatever reason, I screwed up. Didn't?
Oh, please. Was she just called you?
Well, because it's not funny. It upset her.
Wait a minute. What does she care? What are you doing there?
It's that she would have wanted to come and felt like she was being excluded from this thing. That we were trying to hide something from her.
Oh, please! But now listen, Drew, and I know Susan's listening, and this is for her good and your good too. It's certain things you got to apologize for. But if you apologize for everything, then it's almost an admission of guilt. And it's as if there was some malice involved or something like that. Now, Susan, I know you're listening. Oh, man. Drew is the most trustworthy guy on the planet. Drew was running from one job to the next, I'm sure. Drew was there all of an hour and then ran out to do this show and had a miserable time. Was her plan to, follow you over there, caravan?
Yeah, well, she would have wanted to come and feel.
No,
like
she wouldn't have.
Well,
you're running right out of the place.
Well, at least she wanted the chance to go over. Maybe she would have stayed. She would have enjoyed it. I wouldn't have. But
she would have stayed.
Yeah,
drinking her
Red Bull
and.
Anyway, it made her. The point thing is, it made her feel bad, and that's because of a mistake I made, and I feel bad.
Oh, you didn't make a mistake. It's
I'm keeping
working.
It real, yeah.
What's that? Play it again.
I'm keeping it real, yeah.
Drew, here's what
it's an awful feeling when you make somebody feel bad and nothing you can do about it. It's like you should.
It is, but I got this theory, and and stop reading your chat room thing there when I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart with you.
All right.
I believe, and I know you're going to agree with this, that sometimes we've all done this in relationships where we go to our partner and we go, I know you liked your ex-boyfriend more than me, or who was this other guy, or who's this picture of this guy, or where were you, or whatever. And what you really are asking for is you're feeling a little insecure, you're feeling like you're getting a little out of control, and you're almost asking to be put in line, I think. Like a little tug on the chain. I really do. Hey, I admit it. I wouldn't mind it if a girl pulled me aside once in a while and said, listen, don't worry about this other guy and stop being an idiot. Rather than, no, it's okay. It wasn't anything. It was just, a couple of dates. Then I get a little momentum. Yeah, just a couple of dates, huh? You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to do that once in a while. Not over everything.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you're wrong.
But once somebody feels bad, you want to.
Well, I mean, you say to them, listen, I'm sorry you feel bad, but, don't. If this is all it takes, you got to look into that because you didn't do anything. If you've done something, then apologize. If you apologize for something you didn't do, then it's like you did it.
I didn't make it clear. She didn't know where I was going. That's my fault.
Where'd you say you're going?
Politically incorrect.
All right. So what? You went to politically incorrect.
Well, she's supposed to be in control of my schedule and stuff, and nobody told her where it was, and that it makes her feel like she's being left.
All right. But listen, is that Do you want to keep that going, or do you
No,
want to kind of snuff it out a little bit?
I would have rolled the clock back and
No. That just keeps it going. Here's the way you extinguish that a little bit. Sorry, I told I was going to PI. I forgot I was at the Playboy Mansion. Let's move on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mellow out.
Well, let's move on with the show anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Colleen?
Yeah?
You're 19?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I heard a show that you guys had done a while back where someone called in and they had been doing methamphetamines and they talked about having picking. They pick a lot.
Picker syndrome.
And I do that, but I don't take methamphetamines, and I pick until I bleed, and it hurts.
Do you wash your hands a lot, or pick your fingernails and pull your hair out, that kind of thing?
No.
Because that also can go along with it. It is a obsessive compulsive kind of behavior.
Is it?
And it very, very common with stimulant addicts, but it can happen in other conditions too, some disorders.
Oh.
You have that?
Depression, certain kinds of depressions.
Well, I've been depressed lately, but
Yeah.
When I started, I was like 14. I've been doing this. I have this habit for like 5 years.
Yeah, how do you pick? I mean, do you get something going and then it scabs and then you pick the scab off?
I do that, yeah, but I feel like I go into a little zone.
Yeah.
It's like the hair pulling. Same kind of thing.
All right. Well, maybe you got to get on something.
Get on something, like drugs?
They're medication. No, not drugs.
Look at them as happy pills.
Okay.
Yeah, well, something's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you go to a psychiatrist and talk it over?
Well, that's another thing I was going to ask. I don't have a lot of money, so is there something that people can do when they don't have a lot of money but they need to talk to someone?
University centers, county hospitals, they're often prorated places around you can get to. And I would start with an academic institution. It's often free. Okay? Like a teaching hospital.
All right, Colleen?
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Oh,
Really
boy.
free.
I pick it myself. It's only my nose and my ass, though, and not in that order. But those are the only
pull on
picking
yourself.
places.
You pick and you pull.
Yes. I prefer to think of it as yank.
Oh, yeah, pick and yank. Yeah.
I pick and I yank. Yeah. I go with my nose when I'm driving.
Somehow the Seven Dwarfs just come to mind.
Pick, pulling, and yanking, grumpy, and sneezy.
Then working in the mind.
I pick my nose
Picking and
when I'm behind the wheel, and then when my ass is freed up when I get home, I go with my ass for a little while. And then later when my penis has some time off, then the yanking begins.
I see.
That's my ritual. Scott?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi. My wife loves your show, watches it, and listens to it every single night.
Fantabulous.
All right. I've got a question for Drew.
Yeah.
My penis, every time I go to the bathroom, my penis kind of drips afterwards. I mean, not after you do the shake and everything, but it still keeps going, like kind of like a runny nose for like a couple of hours.
You can look forward to much more of this as you get older. And it's usually a problem with the prostate that does this. The prostate's either inflamed or not functioning normally.
Really?
You had any infections?
No.
Never?
No.
Do you lift weights or do anything where you're
Yeah, I lift weights.
Yeah. Weightlifters get this a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I take creatine. Does that do anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
Does it go back if you stop lifting?
It tends to. Yeah, it gets better. But the heavy Valsalva maneuvers, that pushing you do before you lift, is really irritating on the prostate.
Yeah. So here's the moral. Lift weights, but let's say you're doing bench press.
Yeah.
Just use a mop handle. You know what I'm saying? Save that prostate.
So I take creatine. Would that do anything, or?
Did I not just answer that a few seconds ago?
No.
You said no, it wouldn't. So.
I don't think so.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Kiss your wife for us.
Thank you.
All right. Keisha.
Hey.
Hey, you're 24. What's up?
Okay. I haven't dated a black guy in like 4 or 5 years, and a few.
For me, it's been 2.5. Just thinking out loud. Yeah, go ahead, Keisha.
And a few of my friends have been making comments saying that there's something psychologically wrong with me because of that. Because I haven't. Huh?
You're black yourself, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you've dated all kinds of people.
Oh yeah, white, black, Mexican, you name it.
And
I've
just
dated it.
recently, you haven't dated African Americans.
Well, no, I just haven't found anybody that really interested me in that way.
There you go. That's it.
Fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
Date white guys.
Or whatever. I think.
do.
No, I think the fact that you just date the person is admirable.
Yeah.
You're looking for a person that interests you, and that's great.
Precisely. That's what I thought, but I thought it bared merit just to ask. To make sure.
Well, it's worth thinking about to make sure you're not motivated by something that's sort of not apparent to you right at this time.
You trying to piss someone off?
No, not at all. I just
No.
find it erotic. I like it. That's all.
All right,
Plain and
yeah.
simple.
Like being with a nice pink-skinned man, huh? It's
You know,
very
the
sexy.
color thing just gets me. Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Have fun. We don't care. Yeah, don't worry about it. Tell your friends to relax.
All right.
All right. You got plenty of white guys to date?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got a little bit of everybody that tries to hit on me, so I have no problem.
So what have you done so far? Mexican, white, black?
Oh, let's see. Okay.
All right, let me write this down. Get one of those. Hold on a second, Drew. Get one of those IHOP placemats, and I'll circle the flags as she talks. All right. Keisha.
It hasn't been that many.
I see. So what do you got?
I did white, Japanese,
Nice.
Chinese,
Oh.
Mexican, obviously black. I've dated a Thai guy, Italian. I've dated quite a few. I'm a
She's
world
24.
girl. What can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, I just
You're,
I just
vag-
love men. There's
you're-
nothing
no
wrong
kidding.
with that.
Yeah, she's got a vagina like the United Nations. My God, she's broken down. I mean, forget about just the Japanese guy to scratch the Asian off the list. She's got the Chinese and the Thai
She has
guy.
those little things for. Put some.
All right. Well, anyway, Keisha, you do what you like. It's no problem. Nobody's business but your own. Eric?
21.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was wondering what would happen if you mixed acid, or if it would be bad if I mixed acid and shrooms.
I don't know that it's any worse together than they are individually. In other words, it's a net sum rather than some multiplication of their effects.
Oh yeah, because me and my friends were like wondering, like, because we had some the other day, and like they were wondering what would happen if they put like a couple drops on one of the caps.
Yeah, but listen, Eric, why bother? Just take the acid or take the shrooms.
You're asking for trouble, Eric. You really are going to get yourself in big, big trouble here.
I know, and it's retarded too, because it's like saying, well, I got a pumpkin pie and I got an apple pie. What if I just mash two slices together? Wouldn't that be the world's yummiest dessert? No, you retard. Just pick one and eat it. All right, and listen, knock it off. You're barely employable. You hear me, you goofball?
Yeah.
Seriously, where do you work?
I don't work.
There you go. And what's up? What's the plan?
I like don't do nothing. I like sit around the house.
What's the plan?
I need to get a job.
Doing what?
Well, I don't know.
All right.
I
Hey,
can't even-
Eric.
It's like, it's like I'm talking to a Martian.
Listen to me, Eric. I swear to Christ, do not screw with your brain anymore. You need what little you have left or started with to get a job.
To me, that is like talking to a Martian.
Hey,
I can't comprehend.
I give this
that.
speech weekly now, but I am deadly serious when I say a guy like, who was that, Eric?
Eric, yeah.
Yeah. Guy like Eric, I think it's safe to say, and I know you don't like to say this, Drew, but I don't understand. We're living in this climate where there's no difference in anyone. Everyone's a genius, and everyone's the same nationality, and there's no differences in anybody. Listen, they're stupid people. Here, by the way, if they're smart people, they're stupid people, because unless we're all as smart as the smart people, that makes some of us stupid. It just, on this planet.
Or less smart.
However you want to couch it, there are smart people, there are dumb people, and there are sort of middle of the road people, and that's most the people, and that's why it's the medium. But the deal is when you're really stupid, and I'm guessing a guy like Eric, not the brightest bulb in the chandelier from the word go, then starts mixing the shrooms with the acid and goes from stupid to retard. Now he can't work. Stupid guys can work. Stupid guys can make a living. They can get in a union. God knows, you're stupid, get in a union. They feed you not to work. And then, if you go 10 minutes into here's how the union works, at least does as far as Hollywood unions, as I can tell. You eat the entire day, and then if you don't eat promptly at 5 o'clock, they give you a meal penalty. It's always the most ridiculous thing in the world. I know all these grips And gaffers want to kill me when we're standing around the stage trying to do a run-through, and the director's yelling, "We got a break in 6.5 minutes." And I'm thinking to myself, you mothers have pounded 80 pounds worth of goddamn quesadillas in the last hour and a half. There's literally a woman walking around the set with a tray full of Swedish meatballs and quesadillas nonstop. The only time she goes back in to reload and then comes back out again. Smoothies,
whatever she can
dip,
think of, whatever she can dream of.
soup, everything. It's like you're going to explode before lunch, and if we don't break for lunch, there's a meal penalty? The hell is that? Kiss my ass. Here's the point. Get into one of these unions if you're stupid. But you can't get in if you're a retard. You can only get in if you're stupid. All right. You want to go to break?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
LoveLine will be right back.
How was school today, Rebecca?
We learned what the Earth was like a long time ago, way back in the 1990s.
Oh.
Grandpa, did you ever taste water?
Oh, my, no. By the time I was a boy, water, if you could find it, was pretty much unfit to drink. But I hear tell, long ago, children used to make lemonade with actual tap water and drink it on hot, sunny days.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'd fill balloons with water and toss them at each other and laugh, or run through the sprinkler singing and carrying on. And then after a day of playing, their folks would put them in a tub, fill it with water and bubbles, and scrub them until they were squeaky clean.
Wow. Why didn't people try to save the water?
Well, I guess they didn't think one person could make a difference.
Thousands of Americans make a difference every day. For example, over 900 million tons of untreated sewage is no longer discharged into our nation's waters. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Okay, class. This part of the museum is known as the Hall of Trees.
What's a tree?
Large plants that once covered much of the Earth. This is a full-scale model of a maple tree.
What are those green things?
Those were called leaves. They took in sunlight, nourished the tree, expelled oxygen, creating air for people to breathe.
People didn't breathe out of air tanks?
No, then air was everywhere. The sky was blue, even the ocean was blue.
The ocean was blue?
And filled with fish.
What's a fish?
When you protect the Earth, you protect your health and that of your children. We're making progress. There has been a significant improvement. 20 years ago, air pollution in Los Angeles exceeded health standards on 4 out of every 5 days. But we still have a long way to go.
Here's the Hall of Weather. Press that button and you'll hear a rainfall.
Why'd they need rain?
Without rain, a flower couldn't grow.
What's a flower?
One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Personally, I'm so sick of hearing about the environment.
I know. What's everyone so worried about?
51 million Americans live in areas where the air is officially classified as unhealthy to breathe.
It's a big world, and it's been here a long time.
Yeah, we're talking years and years and years.
The Center for Disease Control says that 94,000 people get sick every year from contaminated water. 900 of those people die.
It's all in their heads.
It's media hype.
The average American dumps at least 20 pounds of household toxins down the drain every year, most of which ends up in the drinking water supply.
Personally, I drink tap water. I mean, it's not like we're in Bangladesh.
Personally, I feel fine. I mean, I ask you, seriously, who's really getting hurt here?
5.8 million children died last year as a result of unsafe drinking water.
Not me or my kids, right, Billy? Billy? Where are you?
Can one person make a difference? Today, 66% of our rivers and lakes are safe for fishing and swimming, a third more than in 1970. One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies, with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Yep, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE 191. Eve 6 in here tomorrow night. Yeah. All right, you ready to get back to the phones here, Drew?
Let's go.
Yeah. Speaking to Jen.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jen.
Hi, okay, well, I'm calling tonight because even when I go without smoking pot for a bit, I still feel high, and then sometimes I get like this surge of an extra high when I'm sober or make a point to be sober.
How long is a bit?
How long has it been since what?
You said when you're sober for a bit. How long is a bit?
Like half a day or a day?
Well, marijuana stays in your system for weeks, stays in your fat for your life. If you go out and exercise, you'll get an extra surge and feel high from that.
Really?
Half a
day? You have to be off it for weeks.
But so just, because like, yeah, I'll just feel like it'll be like a surprise when it just comes out of that.
No, you're
Or is that just psychological?
No, your fat is saturated with cannabis, and whenever if you skip a meal, you release it from the fat. If you run, you'll release it from the fat.
So if cannibals ate her, it'd be like a pot brownie.
Absolutely.
Right. You can look forward to that.
It takes weeks to get out of your system.
Okay. And two, I was wondering like what the chances were of me catching something serious from sharing pipes, like herpes or cold sores or something.
Nah.
Why would that be something serious, by the way? There's plenty of good things you can get.
Because it's unsightly and gross. And
all right.
Something unsightly? Not that
listen, easy on the weed there, Jen.
No, it's not possible. She can't stop.
No, it's helped my life actually.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes, it has.
Well, mark my words. It will have a consequence.
Imagine where you'd be without marijuana.
Excuse me?
I said imagine where you'd be without marijuana.
I know where I'd be.
Where? Dead or in jail?
That's right.
That's right, baby. All right, keep smoking.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you in about 5 years when you've done nothing.
When I've done nothing?
Yes.
Okay, well,
All right.
see you there then.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. Hey, listen, I don't mind the weed, but don't kid yourself. You smoke every day. That's it. It drives me nuts when people get on a high horse about the thing. I got no problem with weed. I think it should be legalized. If you want to toke out when you get home from work or whatever, fine. But those of you who wake and bake, it affects you. And you don't think it does. And I'll tell you why you don't think it does. You're stoned. Everyone else knows. And why is it we talk to people and in the first 8 seconds of conversation, no. Not that they're stoned now, just that they've been smoking regular. Yeah, it's like, all right, but it's not detectable.
Yeah.
You don't think people know? We're talking to you. You're in Wisconsin on a phone. It's your parents' house. You've said 3.5 syllables. We know you're a chronic weed smoker. You don't think it affects? You don't think when you're going in for a job interview and sitting across the guy, he can tell? We're on the goddamn phone. You haven't even got a complete sentence out. We know you smoke weed.
Yep.
So listen, if you want to smoke it, fine, but understand, people know it holds you back, and you got to moderate. And if you can't moderate, you got to quit. It's just like anything. Lisa?
Hi.
What's up?
Okay, a couple of weeks ago, my mom's boyfriend was over, and my mom wasn't home, and he stopped by, and he started hitting on me, and I kind of like hit on him back, and then we had sex, and I don't know if I should tell my mom or not.
Oh boy.
First off,
do you hate your mom?
Perfectly normal,
Yes.
perfectly healthy.
Of course.
Where's your dad?
Well, he left when I was like really little, so I don't even know him.
I see.
Do you have any idea why he left?
I don't know. My mom like doesn't really talk about it, but I just think that they didn't really get along, but I don't know.
I see. And so you had sex with your mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He sounds like a wonderful individual.
He is a world-class dick. World-class.
And, yeah. And you want to know whether to tell your mom.
Yeah.
Now, why would you want to tell your mom?
Well, I don't know. He told me not to, and I know that my mom really likes him, but I don't know if she would still want to if she knows that he did that. So.
Are you trying to save her, or are you trying to get back at her? And why did you go along with it?
Well, I don't know. It just sort of happened.
Yeah, but you knew what was going on. I mean, granted, you're 16 and your dad left and all that kind of stuff, but you knew what was going on. What do you think in you made you do it?
I don't know. I guess I always thought he was, like, kind of cute, but I never thought that I would do that. And then
do you have any problem with your mom?
Not really. We've gotten along pretty well.
You don't resent her in any way?
No.
There have been periods where you didn't get along?
Yeah, sometimes we get in arguments.
Yeah. What's your mom do?
She's a sales representative.
I see. And
sounds like American Beauty.
Is she out of the house a lot?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. It sounds like you had a little payback heading toward Mom.
It does, but she was raped, basically. This guy, she can't render consent. She said, "What state are you in?"
I'm in California.
All right. You can't have sex with this guy. This guy's going to jail.
How old is he?
He's 36.
Oh, the guy's an idiot. And your mom needs to know what kind of an a-hole this is. It's not your fault. You were abused by this guy.
Okay.
Okay? I think she does have to tell Mom. Mom
well,
has to know
you think your mom is going to want to marry him?
In fact, you may want to go to a medical professional first. Call a helpline, rape crisis line like RAIN, R-A-I-N, and get the ball rolling where you start documenting what had happened. And in case she freaks out or reacts negatively, at least you have a support system there that's documenting things on your behalf.
Well, wait a minute. It was consensual sex. I know she's a minor, but
she can't
I mean,
render consent.
I know, but I don't know what a rape crisis center is going to do for that.
They do forensic. They refer for forensic evaluations.
Why do you need forensic evaluations?
To prove that if he says, I didn't have sex with her, it's his word against hers.
Yeah, but I get the feeling your mom would believe you if you told her.
Yeah, but this guy should be in jail.
Would she believe you?
Yeah, I think she would.
She would?
Yeah.
And how long ago did this happen?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
There's no point really.
All right. Hey, Lisa.
But seriously, I would call the police.
Yeah, you really should. This guy's an idiot.
Okay.
And yes, I would tell Mom, and you have to get Mom not to continue the relationship with him. You don't want this guy in the house, do you?
No.
No. All right. Tell her.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. What the hell? What are guys thinking? You know what I mean? Guys are animals. We got a, 16-year-old girl today. I mean, you seen some of these 16-year-old girls? Oh, yes. Your wife's listening. I know you can't say anything. Chris?
Don't make her sound so bad.
Yeah.
My poor
your wife?
Yeah, she has to deal with a lot.
Oh, she's all right.
She's good.
I mean, she's good, yeah. What'd I say?
She's all right.
Oh, all right.
You also made it sound like a Red Bull drinker, which she's not.
Oh, no. She drinks 4 or 5 nights a week. It's not every night. Chris?
Stop.
Yeah.
She should, raising 3 kids. My God.
Oh, listen to me. Listen. I'm telling you, Drew, that woman runs roughshod right over the top of you on a nightly basis. Look at your prince. Do you hear me? Bringing home the bacon, frying it up in a pan, working
she has to
your
put up
ass
with this
up.
every night. She has to be.
What, this? Don't call the show. You won't put up with this. What are you talking about? Put up with this. She calls up this. She pages you.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Stop.
She pages you during the show.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That is true.
Why does she page you during the show? So that your pager can go off on the air at 10.
Because I'm home so little. There's very little time for us to talk.
But she's listening to the show. She can page you when we go to break.
Well, it's hard to time that. By the time it goes, to breaks over. By the time I get the page. So.
What are you talking about? She knows we ain't doing nothing at 10:10. She knows what the clock is on this show. She can page you at 10:19 or as soon as we go to commercial.
But it takes sometimes 1 minute, sometimes 8 minutes for a page to arrive.
All right, you're lucky I don't know what a pager is or how it functions. All right, then you dutifully call her back, and then you apologize on the air, and then that's where the trouble starts. She just shouldn't have chewed on you during the show. That's all I'm saying. You didn't do anything wrong.
She really didn't. She didn't.
This is for her, though, Drew. That's what you don't understand. That's where you screw up in your approach. You just women don't like a spineless guy. They run right over you. It makes them feel insecure. It does. They feel like they're in danger all the time. They're dating Gumby.
If anything, I want to be dominated.
You see that? Chris?
Yeah.
You're 16.
You make her sound bad, though. She's not bad.
No, she's not. She's not bad. She has her good qualities.
And she has to put up with a lot.
All right. She's got a couple of issues, too. That's all I'm saying. She knows that. I tell her. That's no big deal. That's what the show's about. Chris?
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah. I've been in a relationship with a girl for about a year and a half now, a little more, and we decided to break it off. And
all right, hold on. We got to go to break. Drew, you're not going to run in there and call her, are you? Oh, no. Listen, I'm going to talk to her.
Okay.
All right, we'll get this whole thing straightened out.
All right.
After this.
Let's have some more fun.
Okay, let's do it. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Well, here's how it's sampled.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake. Huh? Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say don't push it, park it.
Right. A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No, want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, this is Todd Whitener from Days of the New. I'm here to talk about sex and condoms. If you're talking about having sex, you better be talking about using latex condoms. Help reduce the risk. Get some latex condoms. Use them. It's your best bet.
Brought to you by Westwood One Entertainment and Trojan, America's #1 condom. Trusted for over 80 years.
Hello? Yep, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Just had a nice conversation with Drew's wife. Got everything all wrapped up, except for the part about Drew getting his ass kicked around the house when he gets home. She's all right. We had a nice conversation.
She's great.
Let me tell you something what I appreciate about Drew's wife. I don't have this relationship with anybody else except for your wife, Drew.
Yeah.
I've always had a completely open and honest dialogue with her.
Yeah.
To the point where, it borders on rude and confrontational and way, way out of bounds. But I have the conversations with your wife that I would like to have with most of my friends' wives, but it's just way too uncomfortable.
No, that's one thing that's great about her. She's uncensored. That's it, man. It's there.
Yeah. She's I don't believe she has a liver. I just think stuff goes right through her. She's there's no filter. It's like as if she was a car, the exhaust pipe would just go straight into the cab. It wouldn't even bother going out the back. There'd be no catalytic converter. There'd be no muffler. It'd just be sawed off right at the head. That's what it would be.
I like that.
Yeah, well,
people that are very
It's a double-edged sword, let's be honest, but I've always enjoyed my very candid relationship with your lovely wife.
That's good.
And we just had another good conversation on the phone. Although, thank God, every time I talk to your wife, there should be a radio show starting. That gotta go. And I'll toss your mom onto that list while I'm at it. There should be a radio show waiting for me every time I'm in a conversation with everybody. And I could either choose to jump onto or not. But it's great. It's like, 30 seconds. Susan, gotta go. Huh? Sorry. Get over it. See ya. Okay, yeah. All right.
I saw you trying to go away from my mom one time, too.
I enjoyed that for the first 2.5 hours. It was just the second 4 hours. All right.
Well.
It was like that PBS special on the Civil War.
Wake up. Last thing to wake me up.
Hey, Brian?
Yeah?
It's Adam.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Oh, it's horrible out there.
You're 17. What's
horrible.
going on? Yeah, you're right.
It's a horrible world,
It's all coming apart.
Yeah.
What do you need?
All right. Well, I have a girlfriend, but she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. And it's horrible. I've seen some horrible things out there.
Yeah.
Where?
Well,
Vietnam, Cambodia.
Yeah,
it's been tough.
Yeah, but
hey, Brian, we're going to hang up on you in a second.
Why?
Oh.
So?
Get to your question.
Okay, well, I was having sex with her like 2 nights ago on Sunday, and I noticed like white, like balls, sort of like chunks.
This is the pregnant girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
You should talk to her obstetrician. That's probably a yeast infection, but various kinds of vaginitis can actually impact on the safety of the pregnancy. So it is important you talk to the obstetrician about it, okay?
Oh, okay, because, well, I mean, I haven't got nothing. I mean, it was like that.
Brian, it's not about you and it's not funny. It's the child's safety of the child here, okay?
He's going to make one hell of a father.
God, it's like, hey, I got to think. It's not me. It's not about. It's like, okay, Brian.
Yeah, your girlfriend's pregnant, buddy. Don't worry about you for just a second. I hope there's triplets in her so that this Brian can have the joy of childhood, of raising a child 3 times over. Oh, can you imagine? You think we're in trouble as a country? We got Brian as daddy over here, everybody.
Lots of Brians.
And listen.
Millions of Brians.
Okay, here's the deal, y'all. I was a jackass when I was 17, too. I don't blame Brian. I couldn't have raised a kid at 17. Are you kidding me? Drew, could you imagine?
No. Are you?
Drew, you're Drew, and you would have screwed up a kid at 17.
Absolutely. At 25. Are you kidding?
I would have traded my kid for a mini bike when I was 17. I swear to God I would have.
Hey, I got a couple questions on the chat. Somebody was asking about rectal bleeding, which, by the way, is a medical emergency. You need a doctor to evaluate that immediately. And another question was on bi-monthly mushroom use.
Mm-hmm.
So regular mushroom
Every
use.
other month? Or
I think it meant twice a month.
I see.
And that's the kind of stuff I expect to see, the same kind of brain damage we see from LSD.
Does bi-monthly mean every other month, or does it mean twice a month? Well, what's bi-weekly? That'd be twice a week, or would that be every 2 weeks? Bi-daily? I never hear that. What's that, Anderson? Thank you.
Semi-monthly's every other month.
Semi-monthly is every other month, so
Somehow
bi-monthly is twice a month. Yeah? You're with bi-monthly twice a month? Okay.
60 Minutes airs bi-weekly.
60 Minutes airs bi-weekly, which is twice a week.
Okay.
Fantastic. Shannon?
Yes.
You're 27. What's up?
I got a question. When I was 14, between the ages of 14 to 17, my brother-in-law fondled me, molested me, whatever. You know, he just basically went at my shirt and touched me there from those ages. He made it a game. Now I'm 27. My sister is still married to him. I'm married.
Does he have children?
Oh, yeah. I got a niece and nephew. And nobody knows this. My parents, we're pretty much a close-knit family, so nobody's aware of this. I don't know if I should just, my husband knows about it. And Greg don't do nothing now, but he'll occasionally make comments, sexual comments to me.
How old is he now?
My sister is 9 years older than me, and so she's...
All right. I didn't know. Let me just rephrase that. How old is he now? Did you see how deliberate I was when I said that?
Let's see if you get that.
Do you know what the answer was?
My sister's 9 years older.
There you go. Shannon.
Yes.
How old is he now?
Greg is 35.
Okay.
So he was in his 20s.
So he's 7 years older than you.
Yes.
Or 8 years.
Yes.
And so when you were 14, 15, he was in his 20s.
Yes, exactly.
And he did this from the time you were 14
yes.
to the time you're 17.
As soon as I got pregnant when I was right at 18 years old, so he's
I see.
when I got pregnant.
Pregnant with him?
No.
He stopped messing with me.
That's he's quite a gentleman, this.
So I don't know, should I just not say nothing to anybody?
Well, now, hold on a second there.
Saint.
Hold on.
So.
I picture Shannon churning butter right now as we talk out on a porch somewhere. Shannon, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas.
I see. Boy, you got some twang in you. I'll tell you that, sister. What did he do when he fondled you?
He basically made it as a game. If I joked around with them, called him a name, he would carry me into the other room and just put his hands at my shirt and stuff and grab breast, and that it never went no further than that.
Just breasts.
Exactly.
And
breast man.
But he didn't.
Hold on, I can't blame him for that.
Didn't touch genitalia. Didn't try to have sex with you or anything like that.
No,
and this went on. I mean, when you're 17 years old, at a certain point, weren't you like, hey,
Cut it out.
Hey, Greg.
Really naive. Growing up, my parents kept me very, very sheltered.
I see.
So I, you know,
Right. Now you have 14 kids.
no, I don't.
I see. All right. So this guy was out of line, but in a sort of strange way, and not that. I mean, he was out of line, but not out in the drainage ditch by the side of the road that most our callers are. This guy was just sort of on the shoulder of the road.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure why he was just sort of. Do you have a large rack?
No, no.
Well, then there's no excuse.
No, there wasn't. I just, should have just be hush. Should I never say nothing about
Well,
it to myself?
I tend to think, and you know me, I just figure move on and enjoy. But
keep the kids away from him.
Well, not his kids.
Well,
his kids are living with him.
Yeah.
His kids are living with him, right?
Exactly. I have a niece.
Yeah.
He would ever.
Well, what's he do for a living?
He works for Mercury. He makes cable. Stuff like that. It's a warehouse job.
I see.
So,
all right.
My sister's a very high profile. Works very hard, and she brings in most of the money.
I see. And do they seem to be getting along okay?
They have a great marriage.
Okay. Okay.
Just basically hush and don't.
All right, Shannon. Yeah, I wouldn't open this can of worms. Just, don't hang out with the guy too much. Focus on your own family and enjoy, as I say. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, she wasn't 9. She was in her teens.
Yeah.
He would sort of playfully, grab a boob. Out of line, no doubt about it, but what do you do? And he hasn't done it in 10 years, and are you going to bring it up? And isn't that going to, maybe the family turns on you?
Could it destroy a family that is doing okay?
Yeah.
That's the downside.
And of course,
here.
he's just going to, you're going to confront him, and he's going to go, listen, I loved you like a daughter. We were wrestling. We were having a good time. You started it half the time, whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't she sound like a Carol Burnett character?
Yeah. Vicki Lawrence playing that.
Yeah, Vicki Lawrence is mama. Angie?
Yeah?
You're 20. What's up?
I was just wondering what the repercussions are of smoking cigarettes and taking birth control pills.
Well, as you head into your 30s, the risks of what's called thromboembolic disease, clots in the legs, heart attacks, those things tend to go up so much so that it would be actually recommended that you not be on the pill if you're a smoker in your 30s. In your 20s, it's not as big a deal, but there is some added risk.
All right. Well, she's got 10 years. Jake?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's up?
I seem to have this problem with napkins.
Yeah.
As far as, dryness goes,
feminine napkins?
Like cotton in a medicine bottle. But I'd say about 10 times worse.
All right, let me see if I can recreate that
Okay,
statement.
say that again.
I seem to have a problem with napkins, like dryness, like cotton in a medicine bottle,
It's
but
about
10 times worse. Huh. Well, I think the answer is apparent.
Pour alcohol on it.
I don't know what the hell he's talking. What's he talking about?
I have no idea.
He gets the heebie-jeebies.
It's like the texture of, like the touch. It's just real dry.
Napkins are.
Yeah, or any kind of paper product that's...
I see.
And actually is escalated to where some of my clothes just,
What about bathroom tissue, if you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what, though? That's something I'll deal with, Yeah,
that's right.
Necessity.
You're pragmatist.
So
That's
the
what I like
texture
about
of
you, Jake.
paper is like fingernails down the chalkboard for most people, right? It's that kind of irritation.
Well, listen, I'm with you on certain things, like notebook paper and stuff sometimes. If you crinkle it up in your hand or something's a little weird. But, paper towels shouldn't turn you off too much.
Paper towels are the worst.
Yeah. You're not a two-ply man, are you?
Mm.
No. I see. All right.
Like, I can't think about it.
Well, you're definitely weird. You understand that, right?
I suppose.
And this has everything to do with you and nothing to do with paper products.
Uh-huh.
So what are we going to do about this?
I don't know what to do.
There are behaviorists out there that can it's a phobia, basically, and there are people out there that can sort of decondition you out of this.
I actually use, dish towels and cloth napkins instead.
Well,
but not all.
Such is life. Yeah. But you got to bring your own napkin when you go to the McDonald's, right?
Well, either that or I just, I'll tough it out and go wash my hands later.
Start carrying a handkerchief like they used to do in the old days.
Yeah. And then when a chick likes you, she drops hers. Imagine that. Imagine that as a ritual today. Remember in the old days, cartoons and stuff. I don't know, Elizabethan days. A woman would catch the fancy of a young gentleman, and she might go over to him and drop her hanky, and of course he'd bend down to pick it up, and then that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Imagine that. Guys would pick the hanky up, run, spread it on their belly, and whack off now, and then give it back.
Oh, my God.
That's what I think would happen in today's culture. All right, Drew, you're going to pick a call there?
That was one we just lost.
I understand there, buddy. Jonathan.
Yeah.
You're 22. What's up?
I have a real problem with violence, and it pretty much really scared me earlier today when my sister got into a really big fight with my mother, and she basically put my mother in tears, and I almost put my sister through the glass window that we have in our living room.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this isn't the first time that I've done this either.
Yeah. Where's your dad?
My dad died back in '93.
Mm-hmm. Was he violent?
Not that I know of. He was a really big drug user and used to take me on runs, but before he died, he turned towards the church, and
sure,
I saw he turned his life around.
Well, but you certainly witnessed some aggression.
And then God killed him, or how'd that work?
He was electrocuted on his job.
I see. Yeah, God bless God. It's like guy peddles drugs for 20 years, finds Jesus Christ, and gets fried at work. Yeah, I'm guessing he's an electrician.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dangerous job, that electrician. People don't know it, especially doing like commercial work, which I'm guessing he did, right? Yeah. What happened?
He was working for a job and for a really big computer company, and he basically, people on the job had been getting shocked left and right, and he basically went to the company and told them to turn the power off, and they gave him the ultimatum of go back to work on live wires or you're fired. And he had to support me at the time, and he went back to work, and about 20 minutes later he was electrocuted.
Did you guys get a big insurance settlement?
We sued him, and it took about 6 years, and we won it about a year and a half ago.
All right. How much money did you get?
Not a lot.
Oh, really?
Attorneys did, though.
Probably, roughly, after the lawyer costs and stuff, about $40,000.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Oh, taxes and all that stuff. I mean, listen, everybody, when people are talking about $200,000, you're talking about taking home the 40. Attorneys and Uncle Sam and everyone else. All right. Well, that's tragic. But you grew up around a guy who was dealing drugs, but he wasn't violent.
Not that I ever saw. He every now and then, when my sister would be up, and we had our little sibling rivalries. We'd pick on each other, and sometimes, he would. I can only remember 2 times that he ever hit me and knocked me to the floor.
Okay, well that's
knocking you to the floor is pretty good, though.
That is ever doing that is way, way over the top. So
All right.
That's where this comes from.
Well, and just the fact the guy was a drug dealer, and maybe using drugs, and a less than jovial childhood is what Jonathan has. So, Jonathan, why don't you looking to get a little therapy or something, see if we can contain this anger?
Well, I'm not too sure where to go because I just got off of the streets of living there for about 3.5 years, and my mother just gave me, let me come back home and stuff, and I don't have any insurance. I'm not.
Well, then go to Al-Anon. Just go to some place where there's 12-step program and get a sponsor and start working the program.
Was he drinking?
No, Al-Anon.
Oh, Al-Anon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see, because his dad was a drug addict. Yeah. That's nice, out on the streets. Robert.
Hello?
You're 17.
There's plenty of reason to be rageful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I was calling because, I have this thing where, my hands are always, getting all sweaty and everything. And I was wondering what I could do about that.
Well, there's a cream called Xerac, Xerac, and there is an operation where they can actually ablate the nerves, the sympathetic nerves in the armpit that actually supply the sort of energy to cause the sweating. And there's those 2 things that can be done.
Oh, the procedure's not done in the hand or the wrist?
I think it's right here. I think it's a...
But isn't that for the armpit?
Actually, it may even be right up here. No, it's for the...
I always thought it. I thought it
There's
was
an
in
armpit
the hand.
one. There's an armpit one they can do to ablate the apocrine glands.
It's just a hand.
Yeah, I understand. Why don't you try some of that Xerax stuff?
All right.
It's XER
AX.
AX XERAX AC. All right. Go to a dermatologist. You rub it on there. You know, I don't know, before you go to bed, and it stops you from sweating.
XERAZ.
Yeah.
AC.
AC.
Yeah.
Cat.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
All right. Josh?
Yeah.
You're 19. What's up?
Well, lately, like, it's been going on for, what, a month now?
Yeah, it seems more like 5 weeks to me. Yeah.
Lately.
Well, like, when I wake up in the morning and I go to use the restroom, like, for some odd reason, I'll just, like, you know, grab my penis and, like, pull forward on it. And, like, this discharge will come out. And then, it's not, like, discharge color. It's, like, more like, I don't know, it looks like mucus to me, like pus.
Is it white?
No, it's, like, yellowy, kind of.
Is any pain when you urinate?
Well, no, it doesn't at all. I mean, I've heard your show and everything, and I've heard, like, people say it hurts and everything like that, and it swells and things like that, but nothing like that.
Yeah. Are you sexually active?
No, not right now.
When was the last time you had contact?
Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
And that's been the duration of this symptom, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and then like every 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't know. I don't really keep track, but every time like I go to use the bathroom, and before I do it, I'll just do that, you know, to see if it's gone away or nothing. But it hasn't.
It's there every 4 hours.
Or something like that, yeah.
Well, it may be just some sort of lubricant created by your prostate gland. That's a normal thing, but it needs to be cultured to make sure it's not some infected material. People can get low-grade infections with chlamydia and non-gonococcal causes of urethritis. Or prostate infections even could do this. So I would strongly urge you to get that cultured. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just making sure because I've like talked to somebody else before and they're like, well, it's normal.
You can be normal, but you can't say it's normal till you prove it's normal.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
So it's semi-normal and maybe not.
Hey, listen here, Josh. You got to get it cultured. So next time you wake up, get one of those little containers you measure NyQuil in.
Mm-hmm.
Do it into that, and take it with you to the doctor. What do you say, Drew? Sounds like
the
a
doctor
plan.
will send the pipe brush up anyway.
Oh, he will?
Yeah.
Why? You got it.
No, it's all contaminated. It's not a culture medium.
Well, it's got a little urine.
Chlamydia's got a special thing you have to swab immediately onto.
Anything to go up the pee-pee.
Yes, anything.
You know, I'll tell you.
We look for reasons to do that.
I swear, I think I don't know if my grandfather or my grandma was telling me, or once, had a container they were going to crap in and bring it with them next time or something. Oh, that part of medicine. Jesus Christ. What is that? You give them like a little Tupperware container and they got to bring it back with them?
We call it a high hat, a top hat. It's
top
a little thing you put under the seat. And
right.
If you turn it upside down, it looks like a top hat.
How much Duke do you need?
Not much.
Seems like a
Not
fingernail full would about do it.
No, I was just reading.
I mean, you need 1.5 pounds?
Yeah, we do a lot of it. In fact, I was reading tonight. There was a famous gastroenterologist was suggesting that we do too much stool culturing in this country.
Well, listen, I've said it for years. I was talking to a guy at the Man Show about
stool cultures.
Too much stool cultures.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is that? Why are we wasting money on culturing the stool?
Uncultured stool culturing it.
Yes.
Well, it's needed some.
It's rough around the edges.
Rough around the edges.
Right.
Need a little bit of language and
we send
history.
Send the Duke to finishing school.
Right.
Learns to walk with a book on its head.
It's just
which
is incorrigible all these years.
Which is the salad fork.
Yeah.
Not to put its elbows on the table when it's eating.
Isn't that important?
I don't think I've ever had a stool culture. I'd like to get one of those.
I have.
And you have. That's nice. And when are you going to bring in my penis test?
What?
Remember we were talking about?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Drew says, 75% of people walking around out there have
warts.
The wart virus.
I'm sure you do.
I know you think I do, and I know I don't. So, you put your money where your mouth is, or put my penis where your mouth is. You bring that stuff in, rub it on my penis. We'll put the flashlight on it or the black light on it. We'll get to the bottom of this. All right, smart guy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
Once again with it.
LoveLine. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back before you know it.
There ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me.
Avon Skin So Soft Bug Guard Plus keeps the bugs off and the sun away. Vitamin E and aloe are good for skin. DEET-free formula's bad for bugs.
Oh, there ain't no ticks on me. There may be ticks on some of you chicks, but there ain't no ticks on me.
For Skin So Soft, talk to your Avon representative or 1-800-4AVON.
To make this commercial more believable, I'm joined today by several real, I stress real, Geico Auto Insurance customers. Warren Foster, Karen Ellis, and Robin Kaspar. I wish we had time to talk, but this is a 30-second radio commercial. So, people, if you saved money with Geico, just nod your heads. And they're nodding. You could join the millions who nod too. In 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire,
Hot, hot.
clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yep, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Eve 6 in here tomorrow night. And let's talk to Alicia. Alicia?
Yes.
You're 27?
Yes.
What's up?
I just found out that I have strep throat,
and before I knew, I performed oral sex on my husband, and I was just wondering if he could get any kind of bacteria from that,
How do you know you have strep throat?
because I went to the doctor and I had a throat culture done.
Culture came out positive.
It came out positive.
And your husband has no symptoms right now?
No.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
There are certain infections of the urethra that probably could be a strep, but really be unusual. So he should be fine.
Okay.
And as long as he doesn't have any symptoms, he is fine. So.
Okay.
Are you able to perform with the strep throat?
Well, I haven't done it since I found out.
I see, but you think you might?
Yeah, I think so.
God bless you.
Thanks a lot.
That's a trooper.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye.
Got a little lozenge for her. A little ropey lozenge. All right, Mark?
Yeah.
You're 21.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Yeah, I was seeing a girl in high school. She was a sophomore, and I was a senior, and she and I got pretty close, and then we broke up. And later on down the road, I met up with her again, and I sort of fell in love with her, and she contracted genital warts and stuff, and I still, feel strong feelings for her, and possibly even thinking about marriage and stuff like that, and kids. And even, aside from the fact that she has genital warts, I was wondering if you guys, my question is, can I still have kids with her? And
Mark.
Yeah.
You know all the other female friends you have?
Yeah.
3/4 of them have have warts.
Not 3/4.
3/4. 3/4.
I'll go with half,
all right?
maybe.
Half.
Maybe.
It's more common than not. Do you understand that? Why are you so freaked out about this?
I'm not freaked out. It's just, I want to be able to have a relationship. I just, I want to know.
It's warts. If you had warts on your finger, would that be a problem?
I don't know.
All right, but he's not putting his finger up his ass.
I understand, but people are freaking out about this thing.
Hold on. Mark, you're not putting your finger up your ass, are you, bro?
That actually would be a serious thing because there is rectal cancer from warts has been associated.
Oh, man, does God hate the gays.
But
he can't stop thinking of ways to torture him. He really can't. He just can't. All right.
But the point is, the warts are a nuisance. Warts are transmissible. They need to be managed if it's a woman with it because they increase the risk of cervical cancer
hey,
in some cases.
If you're getting married, fantastic.
Game on.
Game on. All right. Vladimir.
Uh-oh.
I think we scared him.
Hello?
Vladimir? Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Vladimir, you're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey. I was wondering, what's the latest time to pass puberty?
What's that?
What's the latest time to pass puberty?
Let's say Tuesday, about 11:45, 11:30, something like that.
Vladimir, some people at your age still have not achieved that yet, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually associated with longer lives.
That's right.
Lifespan. And
Yeah.
it's very, I'm sure, unsettling to you at your age when everybody else looks like King Kong.
Especially when your name's Vladimir. You're picturing, you know what I'm picturing? A guy named Vladimir. I'm picturing a guy wearing one of those wrestler unitards with just a single strap over, like the Giants wear.
Yeah.
Who decided the Giants wore boxer trunks with one strap over only one shoulder? You know what I mean? It's like you can wear a regular wrestler's outfit with the the ones where basically the tank top is sewn into the trunks, but when you get over 380 pounds, you go down to one strap.
Do you mean giants like fairy tale giants?
Fairy tale giants.
Why are they also
wrestler giants?
Why are fairy tale giants also dumb with buck teeth?
Well,
right?
it is documented that bigger guys are dumber. I mean, we all know that. The deeper your voice, the dumber you are. But the one strap over the shoulder, that's what I picture Vladimir wearing, and that doesn't bode well with the slow onset of puberty. But that's all right. He'll be fine, right, Drew?
He'll be fine.
There you go. Laura?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Hey, Laura, just one second. I rarely talk about all the different sort of workups that need to be done to assess whether or not somebody should be concerned about a delay in puberty. And maybe one of these nights I'll go through all that. But there's a lot of different medical syndromes associated with it. And certainly he should see his doctor to make sure that all the glands are turning on appropriately. Go ahead, Laura.
Hi. Sorry, my friend's talking to me. Okay, so here's the thing. I have been dating this guy for about a week now, and he's really good looking, and he's really nice and, like, kind, and I am really concerned that he might be gay.
Well, if he's really nice and really good looking, and yeah, it must be.
Yeah, well, because this has happened to me twice before, and I was in a relationship for quite a long time that I just got out of, like, a month ago, and I have strong suspicions that he was probably gay, too.
Wait, why?
Because we were never really physically intimate very much, and, like, I don't know, I just had problems with this in the past. Like, the first guy I ever kissed turned out to be gay, like, 3 months later. He decided that he was, and I felt like it was my fault because I made him gay. Or
Well,
which I know that's not true.
well, no, wait a minute.
Come on, Laura.
No, come on. You may have turned him gay. Yeah, sure. Happens every day.
Well, not everybody has that power.
Yeah, but there's no way I'm kissing Laura and going gay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm good looking, I'm smart, but, like, I really have a propensity to go for these guys that are very...
Yeah. Where'd you meet this guy?
At a party. He came with my gay friend.
He came with your gay friend?
Yeah.
What kind of car does he drive?
A BMW.
Uh-oh.
Is
Gay?
Wait with that.
Gay's the day long. Which one?
I don't know. It's older.
It's older. It's not the little convertible?
No.
It's not a convertible?
No.
Okay. And what's he do for a living?
Well, he's in school right now.
I see.
Film.
What's his major?
Film. Cinema.
Uh-huh. Does he wear glasses?
No. Well, yeah, he does sometimes, but not always.
Yeah. What kind of frames?
They're round and small.
Yeah. Could be gay. Could be German. He's not German, is he?
German.
Uh-huh. Now, what about the shoes? What kind of shoes does he wear?
Well, he has, I don't know, like...
Does he seem to care about his shoes?
Yeah, he cares about how he dresses a lot.
Yeah. And the shoes especially?
I haven't noticed the shoes in particular, but yeah.
Yeah. You know why gay guys are concerned about shoes? Because women are concerned about shoes, and gay guys are concerned about what women are concerned about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a correlation there. That's not a coincidence.
I think that's why I get along with him so well.
Well, let me ask just a quick...
How many dates you been on with this guy?
Oh, it's like 3.
And what has he done? Has he made a move?
Yeah, I mean, we've been very physical together.
Oh, you have?
He's attracted to me, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he's always telling me about his gay friends and how he wants to go out with them that night.
Well, how physical have you been?
Well, pretty physical.
You slept together?
No, I'm a virgin.
I see. Listen here. Okay, hold on a second.
Something up.
Okay.
My spidey sense going, gee.
Yeah. And by the way, ladies, you know, when you're saying, you know, hey, I'm 20 and we're pretty physical, and I say, how physical? And you go, pretty physical? I'm thinking sex. I may be, if you're calling LoveLine, I'm thinking more than sex. I'm thinking like bowling pin in the ass. So, you know, pretty physical and not having sex. You're selling yourself short. I mean, you're giving people the wrong impression. Laura's 20. She's still a virgin. What's up?
Let me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of her.
Hey, Laura. Hello?
Do
you have any nightmares?
Wow, like once in a while.
Do they have any predominant themes, these nightmares?
No, not really.
What was the last one about?
She was raped by Rip Taylor.
How did you know? I'm trying to think. Oh, my teeth were falling out.
I see.
There was a lot of blood.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And your mom, what's your relationship like with her?
Oh, I have a really close relationship with my mom. We're best friends.
Listen, maybe I'm the most jaded guy in the world, but whenever I hear someone say that they're best friend with one of their parents, I think something's up.
Why?
Because, you know, here's the best you should do with your parents. Casual acquaintance. I mean, that's the most I'd admit. You know what I mean? That's as far as I'd go. Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, he's all right guy. I best friends with my mom. That's ridiculous.
It's often that's a compensation for something, too.
Yeah.
Something left
Why are you still a virgin at 20?
Well, because I've wanted to find the right person, and I haven't found him yet. But I was thinking that maybe this guy might be the one until I had these suspicions that he might be gay.
I see. Well, you know, he hangs around with a lot of gay guys. He seems overly concerned with them. He dresses very nicely. You're attracted to him.
Yes, very much.
On the other hand, he's doing physical stuff with you, right?
He's bisexual.
And does he seem to have a good erection and everything?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, I don't know if I should say. I mean, well, like oral sex and like things like that.
I see.
Things like that.
Nice.
Nice?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's all a guy needs. All right, Laura, listen. Just stick with it.
Really?
This is
Did I confront him about it?
his pee-pee doesn't smell like poo-poo, does it?
No. Oh, man, you're out of control, man. You're on a roll.
Thank you.
I want to dissect her a little bit.
You really?
I moved
All right,
up during the
go
break.
ahead. Nah, just talk to her.
Is your mom drink?
No. God, no.
Did she ever?
No, I don't think so.
Is she sort of a labile person or sort of dramatic or?
Oh, no. She's a nurse. She's very healthy.
Ooh, nurse.
Okay.
So Red flag.
Yeah, is her dad an alcoholic?
Her dad was abusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only crackpots go into nursing.
But, I mean, not physically abusive to her. He was abusive to his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. And was he an alcoholic?
I don't know. I don't know much about him.
I'll go with because you don't abuse until you're drunk. You don't abuse at noon when you're sober.
Yeah. And a lot of nurses have alcoholic parents. It's a common thing.
All right.
That's interesting. I just wonder.
Let's say.
Well, I'm wondering about this thing with the teeth spitting out and stuff. That I wonder if there's some residual, real aggressive stuff hidden inside Laura here. And
well, I'm very voracious sexually.
Yeah.
I have sex. It's not like I don't.
But it has to be with guys that are not really
passive.
Interested in
Is
you.
he sort of passive? Are you leading the charge sexually?
No, not necessarily. No,
All right.
It has been like that in the past.
And it's interesting you use the word voracious because I was talking about this oral thing she's got. That's more aggression.
All right. Well, we're going to turn over all the cards and have Arlene Francis weigh in with a guess. I have no idea.
Well, she seems to be having okay time with the guy.
Don't confront the guy.
Yeah.
Just let the thing, move forward with the relationship, see where it goes, and don't freak yourself out too much. But if you see the buckles on the shoes, that's a red flag. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This is a story about American heroes. They changed quite a few lives last year. Jorge Vasquez put out fires, but no, he's not a firefighter. Philip Dale discovered several new stars. Oh, he's not an astronomer. And Elaine Capobianco, she saved a child from drowning, but she's not a lifeguard. They're teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
I'm a teacher. The children are the heroes.
We're not just teaching subject matter, we're teaching human beings.
I am tough as nails, but they know that I love them.
I mean, we've got a legacy that follows behind us forever.
Teachers have the power to make an impact on our future. California will need about 250,000 more of them in the next 10 years. Reach for that power. Teach. Call 1-888-CAL-TEACH now. A public service message brought to you by CalTeach, the Ad Council, and this station.
Okay, so I'm a teenager, right? And everyone's so quick to judge me. On the outside, I may look like... But on the inside, I'm all... Just because I look like... doesn't mean I act that way. In fact, I'm actually involved in crime prevention. That sounds more like this. It's really a great way to convince adults that while you may be looking, you're really thinking.
Call 1-800-722-TEENS to find out how to make your community a safer place for everyone. Get involved, get the number, and call 1-800-722-TEENS. A public service message from the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Ad Council.
Evening, folks. I'm Vince.
And I'm Larry. We're the crash test dummies.
We'd like to entertain you with a little song. Only one thing.
We can't sing, but we're here with someone who can, with a song for the little ones. Ray?
Mr. Charles?
On the big highway of life, there's only one safe place for kids.
Backseat, baby.
The front seat's not the place to drop out. Put that booties in the backseat.
Backseat, baby.
Have action kids you never meet. I'm here to remind you.
try it.
Oh, let me hear it.
Back seat, baby, better buckled in the back.
Back seat, baby.
Baby faces stay intact.
Larry, yo, Larry, maybe you should keep your day job.
Ow, that hurts.
Not as much as our day job.
Woo!
Back seat, baby.
You stay alive even when I drive.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Dear Jim, I just wanted to tell you the things I love so much about you. Like your pasty white belly and how it fits in those tight shirts that my friends think you shouldn't be wearing. I love how you do that thing where you mash 4 slices of bread into a massive ball of dough and stuff it in your mouth. That's so adorable. And what about when you tell those same jokes from reruns that you've seen over and over again? They make me laugh every single time. Other guys play sports or go running or do something outside, but not you. You're different.
Guys, rest assured you will never in your life meet a girl like this.
P.S. I can't wait until we cuddle in front of pro wrestling all day this Saturday. I hear it's a steel cage Texas death match.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
Yeah. I was just talking to Drew about something I want to continue on the air because it's kind of interesting to me. The sort of deprivation of service that is going on in this great land of ours, whether it's the guy at the gas station. Well, let's just take the gas station for just 1 second. And here's what I'm leading into, Drew. I think we're now living in a society where if you want service and you want courtesy, you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on. And I think there's people who have money and will get the thank yous and come right this way. And there are people who don't, who will be starved of it, completely deprived. Whereas I believe in the past, sure, if you had money, you got treated better. I mean, if you walked into a casino and you're dropping some money, you got a little better treatment. If you bought a first-class plane ticket, of course you got a little better treatment. Goddamn right you do. $3,000. But here's my point. Everyone got equal treatment at the gas station, at the corner store. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that part of life. And, you know, when your parents were growing up, and even I remember as being a kid, you know, a gas station guy wore a bow tie, and he came out, and he washed the windshield down. He wanted to check the oil, have a nice day, come again, let's check the tire pressure. That is, we're a million miles from that. And now you get the foreign guy who just gives you that steel-eyed look. Just that look like he wants to dance on your grave from through the 4-inch thick bulletproof glass. And I'm thinking, I wonder if that just subtly takes its toll on the country as a whole.
Oh, sure.
That you go through your day, there's no thank yous, there's no come again, there's no, I'll go to the same gas station. I got a couple of gas stations around my house. I'll swing in there twice a week. There's never a, how you doing, or back again, or late night. You know, I mean, it's like, it's just zero.
Yeah.
And there's not even a thank you or, come again or something. That would be, they probably shouldn't do that because I'd grab for my heart like Fred Sanford and fall over right there on the pavement. But there's not even a thank you. There's not even a nod or anything. It's just toss the change back at you. If that glass wasn't there, I think they'd just throw it. They put it in a shotgun and blast it in your face. And I'm just wondering if everyone's not just a little bit meaner and a little bit more freaked out and feeling a little bit more alone.
Yeah, a little more anxious and aggressive, too, because of it.
But look at it this way. I don't want to put too fine a point on this. But when your community was your community where the guy at the gas station knew you, where the guy at the market knew you, even if he didn't know your name, you went in, hey, you're back. How's it going? Then you kind of felt like
connected.
Sort of connected.
Yeah, connectedness is lost.
Now it's like, hey, you're on your own, and I'm in it for me.
In this country right now, people are lucky if they're connected to their parents when they're 3.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah. I mean, that is the core issue going on right now. You're just looking at the top layer of it.
I know, but so we're sort of giving birth to a generation of people just going through life alone, sort of looking out for yourself, loners, disconnected.
Hey, if you're disconnected,
and by the way, taking care of themselves, number one.
Well, if you're disconnected, you can't empathize with other people. They don't really exist.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone at a gas station around here feels that way. But, you travel a little, you don't get that. I mean, like we were driving through Wisconsin.
Oh.
Drew and I driving through Wisconsin. Car stops at a, mini mart, 7-Eleven. We walk in there, and the guy's like, howdy. Huh? What, are you filming a commercial?
Where's the commercial? Oh, can I take you over there and show you where?
Yeah. And it's like, do you have a bathroom I could use? I could pee in the corner. No. Here's the bathrooms right over there. It's like, oh, my God. Yeah. I can't believe what's this guy want? He must want something. You know what it is? He just robbed the place. He killed the owner, and he's behind the counter. The guy's bloody corpse is lying at his feet. He's just trying to get us out of there. Yeah, it's unnerving. Brenda? Caller who goes by the name of Brenda, who's 19, whose brother mysteriously died. Okay.
Wait, I hear her breathing.
She's been on hold for 8 minutes. Where's she? All right, screw that. Let's see. Yvonne?
Yeah, this is me.
You're 26. What's up?
I take various psych drugs.
What do you take?
I take Serazone. I take Neurontin.
Okay.
I take Risperdal.
Okay.
And I also take, I can't think of it right now.
All right, what's the question?
I have these very deep nightmares.
Yeah.
Very intense nightmares. I've been having them for about a year and a half.
Serazone will frequently do that.
Okay, that's new, though. That's about 3 months old.
All right, Risperdal can do it, too.
Oh, can it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's totally normal.
You want to tell your doctor about it. It's not normal. It's going to be very unpleasant.
And he doesn't seem to make a big deal about it?
It's not a big deal unless it's a big deal to you.
It is a big deal to me, though.
You got to go back and talk to him some more.
Talk to him some more?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But talk to him about this, not just about the Lakers.
Yeah.
Chris?
Did they win, by the way?
Yeah, I think they won big.
Yeah.
Chris, you're 19.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, I got something kind of embarrassing. I got a curved penis, and I wondered if there's like any kind of or something I could get. Like,
where's the curve? In the middle or at the tip?
It kind of like towards the end, it curves a little to the right.
Because at the very tip, that's a circumcision complication very often.
That doesn't seem like a curve as much as it seems like a jog once it gets out there.
Hockey stick.
Yeah, you got the hockey stick on?
It's decent. It goes off to the right, like about 45-degree angle.
Well, try some vitamin E, about 800 units a day. Sometimes that will help with these things.
Yeah. 45's pretty steep. You sure it's that steep?
Yeah.
45 is halfway between straight and your leg.
That's a periscope.
That's 90.
Steep. Well, it's like a little bit less steep than that, probably, I'd say.
Yeah. Like
a 30 or something like that.
30 degrees?
Yeah, like something like that.
I like the look of that penis.
All right, if it's working, it's not painful with erection, you're able to sustain erections.
Not a painful erection or nothing. I'm just saying, I'm kind of getting into a relationship right now where, I don't want to, for it to be painful for her,
No. But try vitamin E, 800 units a day. Try it.
Women, they're really like it's like a truck inner tube in there. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You feel around inside the vagina. You go left, you go right, you go up, you go down. It's a game on. Enjoy is what I'm saying. It's fine. They'll just sort of take your shape, right?
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yep.
You slept with your stepsister?
Actually, I had a question for
you. Something in here?
No,
why? You smell fart?
Yeah.
I didn't fart.
John?
I laugh when I fart.
Oh, that's right.
John, you fart?
Yeah.
John, what's up?
About 2 weeks ago, you had a show where Adam wasn't on.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Salvia divinorum. A guy called in. You weren't sure what it was.
Oh, yeah.
It's a drug you can order over the internet. It's not regulated in the U.S. because it doesn't have a very widely used, not a lot of people use it.
Right.
And you can buy it over the internet from Hawaii or Mexico is where they grow it.
And what is it?
It's a leaf. And you smoke or chew up 6 to 8 of them, and after half an hour you get effects for about an hour.
What does it do?
Visual effects.
So it's like a hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you feel out of it, or just visual stuff?
Well, I haven't done it. I've read about it. It's supposed to be all visual.
Interesting.
All right, what's your question, John?
That was it.
Okay.
Oh.
I appreciate it, John. Thanks.
Wait, just a sec.
Yeah.
You can go Salvia divinorum on the net,
Uh-huh.
and it'll tell you all about it and how to order it and how much it costs. The lady that answers the phone, I called in twice, and both times she said she couldn't take me. So.
Okay, John. Well, thanks for the feedback.
No problem. Bye.
All right. A lot of kids check out that on the internet, find themselves some drugs. Yeah. You ever see Papillon?
Yeah.
Put the coca leaf in his mouth, start chewing it.
You got to alkalinize it. You got to get some salt in there, too. To
You do?
Yeah.
What would that do? What's that do? You take the coca leaf, put it in your mouth, start.
You put a little salt in there. That's cocaine alkaloid. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
What is coke? Is that the coca leaf dried up, crushed up? I mean,
how they get it out of the leaf, I don't know.
Because it doesn't seem like there's that organic material in there.
It's not like a resin like you can smoke like marijuana.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
You ready to take a break?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back.
We'll be right back with more LoveLine.
Remember what college cost in the early 80s?
Tuition?
Yeah, books, typewriter, room and board.
Well, yeah, a bundle.
Was it worth it?
Well, of course. Every penny.
And get this, now it's over twice what you paid.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to worry about my kids' college bills for another 15 years.
Well, if costs keep hiking up and up, you'll be shelling out more in just 1 year for each of your children than you spent on yourself for all 4 years of college.
Ouch! So what do I do?
Well, you better start saving today with U.S. savings bonds. They're easy to buy and afford and are guaranteed safe.
Yeah?
And savings bonds earn a treasury-based rate of interest right from the start.
Wow. Where do I find them?
At most banks. Or ask your employer about the payroll savings plan. But whatever you do, start saving now, or you'll be...
Rooting for a scholarship?
Exactly.
Take stock in America. U.S. savings bonds.
Mommy, can I have a drink of water?
Remember the last time you changed your motor oil? You let it flow down a storm drain. It found its way into our waters. So did that paint you tossed in the garbage, as well as those fertilizers you might have used a few too many of. If you think your actions have no effect on our waters, think again.
Thank you, Mommy.
You can help preserve our waters, not only for your sake, but for hers. Recycle used motor oil, dispose of paint and household toxins properly, practice composting, and use lawn and garden products sensibly. It's a small price to pay to preserve our greatest natural resource, and the reasons for doing so can be just as small.
Good night, Mommy.
Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot. To find out how to help reclaim our waters, call 1-800-504-8484. That's 1-800-504-8484. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council, the Ad Council, and the EPA.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
McGruff here at the airport with some tips that can help make your traveling safer. Pardon me, sir.
Hey, aren't you,
McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah, I thought I recognized the pause.
Where do you keep your wallet?
My hip pocket.
Well, look over there at that man at the ticket counter.
So?
The guy behind him in line just bumped him.
Yeah?
And he could have picked his pocket while the man was talking to the ticket agent. Just like someone could have picked yours while you were looking over there.
Oh, gosh.
Put your wallet in your front pants pocket or your briefcase.
Yeah, really, sure.
Another thing, Hold on to that laptop computer all the time. Don't put it down. It's too easy for someone to pick it up when you turn your head.
Oh, hey, you're just full of good advice. Thanks, McGruff.
You're welcome. Just remember, keep your wallet in a safe place. Never leave your bags or valuables unattended, even for a minute. Do that and you'll be helping take a bite out of crime. You got it. A public service message from me, McGruff, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Dad, can me and Olivia and you take me to the zoo?
Kids need dads when they're babies.
Daddy, can I tell you a secret? I think there's a monster under my bed.
When they're little, when they're teens, when they're young adults.
Dad, all my friends stay out till midnight.
But sadly, most kids don't have a dad to rely on.
Dad, I met the most amazing person the other day, and I was just wondering, how did you know that Mom was the one?
Because most dads spend less than 10 minutes a day with their kids.
Dad, should I invest in a CD or a mutual fund? What do you think?
Being a dad is real simple. All it takes is time, and it takes a man to be a dad. Call 1-800-790-DADS for free, helpful information. A message from the National Fatherhood Initiative and the Ad Council.
Well, there we go. Another LoveLine complete. This is Dr. Drew. I'm not going to give you the phone number because the show is over. Tomorrow night, Eve 6, and they will be debuting their CD. Is there any, has anybody heard this song? Is there a single out or anything? This is it. It's going to be debuted tomorrow night here on LoveLine. And Adam has gone off to go to sleep. He's had a very rough day, He did Politically Correct, and, guy lives a tough life. Anyway, on his behalf, this is Dr. Drew saying goodnight and mahalo. You hit your nuts?
Well, now.
This has been LoveLine. The stuff expressed on LoveLine is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingold. Now, please enjoy these birds.